Well. Welcome to my channel. This is Podcast Ben Gonzalez. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Monday, November 8th, 2021. Yay! I was going to go to a gym tonight, but I have decided not to go. But mostly because I had an episode of insomnia. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and couldn't fall back asleep. So I'm going to work right now, and I'm running a little bit late because, God forbid, my stomach has to get relief. So I'm running late. I hate running late. I'm trying to arrive on time, and always something happens. I'm tired because of me waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning for no particular reason. I think that's changing the time for my sleep. It's a possibility. I don't know. But last night I fell asleep around like really early, honestly. But anyway, so I want to talk about customer ego, because yesterday a situation happened to me at the last 20 minutes in my shift. Well, I was going on a pick walk in the seasonal area where they have all the Christmas trees and Christmas decoration. Even though it's still November, we skipped Thanksgiving and we're already putting like Christmas stuff. Which is okay, you can decorate and that kind of stuff if you want to at your home, but like, it's just crazy that retailers want to put you Christmas so early. And I'm like, so I was doing a pick walk. I was picking like stuff in the seasonal area, and this lady asked me, "Excuse me," and I tell her, "Give me one moment. I'll be more with you while I finish scanning something." So when you're in the pick walk, you still have to comply with the pick walk. But the problem that I'm seeing in the store, and I work at Walmart for the record, and I don't care if Walmart listens to this. I don't care. They can do whatever they want to. But I work at Walmart, and the problem that I'm noticing is like, we barely have enough associates in the store. We seem to be understaffed, so I'm not only picking stuff for the customer, I also playing the role of sales associate on the floor, too. So like I'm doing like two different jobs. So the pay is okay, but like I'm doing like two different jobs. Sometimes I'm doing the job of 2 or 3 people because we are understaffed, so we have to push faster, pick faster. Like it's ridiculous. It's turning to a point like where I don't get it, honestly. Like I get it that we have a worker shortage and yada yada, but like at the same time it's just insane, being a store that is understaffed, Anyway, going back to the customer ego. So the customer asked me a question. Tells me like, "Hey, can you reach over there and give me those Christmas balls?" I'm like, I look at the Christmas balls that she wanted, and then I look around. Whenever a customer tells me to get something from the overstock, I try to take the overstock last resort. I will look around to that level because I don't think customers are thinking in terms of safety. Especially when I look at what you wanted, it's like there are two of that same item stacked on top of each other. So if I pull one out, the other one is probably going to fall on top of me. I'm probably going to end up fall on the floor and breaking. So I don't want to do that, because then if the item breaks, then it will have to be claimed. So I also don't want to hit myself with an item, So I'm like, that would be my last resort, trying to reach for that particular item. And even then, if I'm going to get that overstock, I'll probably go and get a ladder and pick up the item, and it will take time. Which means that the customer is probably going to complain that, "Oh my gosh, I had to wait so long," and I don't like that either. Either way, it's a win-loss. Either way, as an associate, I'm going to have to deal with some type of complaint from the customer. Like there's no going around it, Customers tend to get like unhappy really quick for minor things, Just ridiculous. It's like it's one reason why I'm not happy working at retail lately. Like a customer one time got angry at me after they asked me, excuse me, ice cream is the frozen section, right? So I said yes, and it's like, oh, I thought so. He said, and I'm like, yeah, where else it's going to be? And then he got started yelling at me. Well, I'm a customer, yada yada. Oh, don't you love your job? I'm like, oh gosh, like it's just upsetting sometimes. So that kind of interaction where the customer is just like yelling at you for no point whatsoever, and you're trying to do your job. So the customer, I look around at what you wanted, and I spotted in the lower shelves the same exact item, same item that you wanted was right there. So I turn around, give it to her. She goes like, oh, this is not it, this is different, it has something different. And what's happened was like there were some balls that in her eyes were white. She couldn't see in the top item, but according to her, those balls were not in that item up there. So she wanted that item up there. And then she said like, oh, this is not here, this is not what I wanted, I want the one over there, yada yada. And I know that was the same item. I really knew that was the same item. And then she turns and said to me, I wanted that one, I told you work here. And I'm like, so she made it personal by saying like, oh, I told you I work there. But like at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to do something safe just for the sake of the customer wanting me to do something unsafe, I have to work safely, and I have to protect myself, and I have to protect the assets of the company too. So whether the customer is happy or not, I am not going to overreach and make a mess or run the risk of getting myself injured or breaking something that the store will have to then claim. No, I don't care. I don't care if the customer is upset at this point. And I found the item that she was looking for. And instead of being thankful, she going to like blasting me into saying that was not the item. She started an argument about like that is not the item. So I take a deep relief. She started walking away after insulting me, after telling me like, oh, I told you work here, like in a voice like I should be doing what she wanted to do because her ego, customer ego at that point. So take a deep breath, take a sigh. I go and do the unsafe thing. So I overreach. I reach at the overstock. Lucky me, the one in the top didn't fall on top of me. So I pulled down the item and I look at it and they're the same. And I thought, look, they are the same. And she goes like, oh, don't be disrespecting me, yada yada, and I'm going to report you. And so she started yelling at me, telling me that I was being disrespectful to her. And I wonder how I was being disrespectful, because honestly, I showed her the item that she wanted, but then she decided to say that it was not the right item. So at that point, when she threatened me to tell me that she was going to report me, I just told her the best line that I could possibly muster in my own brain. Go ahead. You would be doing me a favor. Because in all honesty, I'm just tired of dealing with customer crap. Because whoever, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, whoever said that the customer is always right, didn't know what was thinking, in all honesty. That idea that the customer is always right, it's ridiculous, Sometimes the customer is not right. Sometimes they're not. And it sucks that companies have to bend their fingers because the customer either misread a sign or something like that, and we have to give discounts that we shouldn't be given if the customer pay more attention or ask an associate, So, in all honesty, while I understand her frustration, at the same time, she yelling at me that I was disrespectful when I actually found the right item for her. Like, it just didn't make sense to me, honestly. So she reported me. She ended up reporting me. And I had a conversation with my coach. And I'm already frustrated because, like, I did help her. And getting to the point that she wanted to start an argument about the item not being the same was a pointless argument. And at the same time, annoying because it's like, why you stop me from doing my job to help you out, and then totally, completely get angry at me because I did help you, but not in the way that you were expecting. That doesn't make sense to me. And seriously, like honestly, why would a customer want an associate to do something unsafe that could that like it's just annoying. It's upsetting, you know. That customer probably doesn't care shit about me, but wanted me to do something unsafe. Why? Why would I do something unsafe just because the customer wanted? I don't have to. I don't need to. I did help her, but I helped her in a safe way. And if helping a customer in a safe way is a sin, they might not see her on that, you know. But I'm not responsible for the customer's feeling. And if she felt upset about the fact that I didn't do what she told me exactly, well, too bad. Like, what do you want me to do, you know? Like, I did my job, but I did it in a safe way, you know? And I can't understand why a customer will get upset over that, you know? So, and then the fact that then she blasted me after I showed her both items. I forced myself to do the unsafe thing, which I didn't have to do because it is unsafe, you know? Like, but I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to make a sale, so I she ended up purchasing things if they were going to purchase them. But no, she turns around and tells me that I'm being disrespectful. And at that point, it's just, I just got tired of being treated like this. Like I've been disrespectful for showing her that the item was the same, that they were both the same item. Like really did this happen? And she was yelling at me, "You're being disrespectful, I'm going to report you," yelling at me. And then I said my firm voice, like, go ahead, report me. And yeah, I shouldn't say that probably, but she did report me. So today I could end up losing my job over a Christmas balls ornaments, honestly. And that is totally, completely hilarious. But at the same time, like I told the customer, she would be doing me a favor because then I will not have to deal with any more retail customers. I can stay at home, no longer have to be dealing with customers, and I think I'll probably be taking time for myself. If I get fired today, I'm not going to be upset about it. I will find another job, maybe manufacturing, maybe something else, but like, I don't have to deal with customers anymore. And that to me has a big price. Like, I cannot put a price on that, you know? Like seriously, as much as I like helping customers, like sometimes those customers that have that ego that they expect the associate to do things without questioning, you know, like they think that they know more than the associates do. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There are other more important things in the world. Why do you have to be like treating an associate like they're your servant? They have to do everything exactly as you want, you know? We also have the responsibility of doing things safe. I am responsible for my own safety, not the customer, not my supervisor. I am the one responsible for my own safety. And if a customer is unwilling to understand that, I really don't know what else I'm going to say, because of the fact that I want to protect myself. I want to protect the company assets, you know. And my health is important too. Like, I don't want to get injured at work. So doing things unsafe is not the thing to do. So I really don't care about that customer being mad at me. I don't feel a need to apologize because I didn't say anything wrong to her. If she's upset, that's her own issue, not mine, honestly. Could I have probably told her that I'm not going to help her out, that I'm not going to overreach? Then she would probably complain about bad customer service. You know, like either way, there's no win in some customer situation because the customer is it's just, I don't know, like it's that ego of like the customer is always right, that mentality that they are right no matter what, and they will have to cater to their way of thinking, even though it may probably be unsafe to do so. We have as a associate to cater that, and I don't like that, and I don't agree with that, you know, because I'm not going to do something unsafe just because the customer told me so, because I'm not stupid. So, sorry for hurting a customer ego. But I honestly, I'm not sorry. So, yeah. That's their customer problem for them having their ego hurt, you know. Like I said, like, I have to work safe. I'm pretty sure that if she had done this job, or if she's working a job, she also has to work safe, you know. You need to work safely. It's common sense. I'm sorry. You know, and there's nothing wrong with what I did. You know, when a customer tells me to look at the overstock for an item, I will look at the item, and if I can find a lower item, I will point to the item that is in the lower shelf, because it's easier to reach. Because I don't have to overreach. I don't have to overextend myself to pick up that item. I don't have to put myself at risk that item could fall on top of me or fall on the customer. Which if it falls on the customer, it's going to generate a liability, a lawsuit possibly. So, in all honesty, I don't know an apology to that customer, and I hope that any other customers that are watching this will understand that. You know, don't be, use your, I don't want to say use your brain because that would be a little bit too much to say, but I just said it. Damn it. Shit. But yeah, be mindful of the way that things are done in a store. Associates are employees. They are not your servants. They are not your pawn to do things unsafely. We will help you out, but we will do it safely. And if you cannot wait for us to find a ladder, we'll help you out. And if you cannot wait for us to do things safely in the store, that's your problem as a customer, not ours. And that's how I said. And again, if I get fired, so be it. Because as I told the customer, they are doing me a favor. Anyway, that's all I got for now. And this is my rant. And I hope that people understand this, because I think it's unfair to any store associate to have to do things so safely, and customers thinking that we're there to cater to their to the way that they want them to also do things. You know, no, we don't have to. We don't have to. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks everybody. Stay safe.